Go ahead. You can start now.
Well, my name is Eric, and this is my wife Lisa. We came to McPhail Chiropractic. Well, I came here through an accident. It was just one night in August, we had a car accident. Me and my 3 children had a car accident, and we came here because we went to the doctor that night, and they gave us some medicine and all that. But about 2 o'clock in the morning, when the pain really hit, I could not sleep. Felt like if I pulled my thumb off, I would have felt a whole lot better. I walked through the house clenching my thumb. My wife laughed at me the whole night because I could not sleep. And it just happened by accident. You know, we didn't think about a chiropractor, but my wife called her sister. And her sister told us we need to go to the chiropractor. And my wife said, "Which one?" I said, "I don't know none." So we happened to drive down 78 and saw McPhail Chiropractic. So we came on in, and Dr. McPhail and his staff, they assisted. We came in, and what they did is that they assessed my situation. And matter of fact, I got adjusted that day. And when I got adjusted, I felt a whole lot better. Matter of fact, I told my wife, I said, if Dr. McPhail was, if I was single and he was a woman, I would have kissed him. How good he made me feel. Because that night I finally slept. I slept like a baby. Even when I was here, I was hurting so bad that when I was on the table, I had to slide to the end of the table and stand up. I had to literally slide to the table and stand up. But since we've been coming here, I've been feeling a lot better. And even after that, even after he adjusted me, I talked to my wife, and we brought the children here. And, you know, the hospital did their thing, but when Dr. McPhail examined them, he touched them in certain areas on their back where they started hollering, saying, "Ow." I'm like, okay, well, what's wrong with the hospital? But then he made the assessment, and even with our son Damien, which had ADHD. Matter of fact, ADHD. Matter of fact, he had that ever since he was born through some trauma in childbirth, and we were going through a lot with him. And I let my wife tell you about it.
Hi, my name is Lisa, and my son, he's actually 13 now, and through time from beginning from first grade, I believe, all the way down to now, he's been struggling with ADHD, which is a disorder which might imbalance the brain, where the child may act a certain way, maybe hyper tension, impulsive, all different ways of behaving. And as Dr. Phil began to examine him, he showed us different points in his life where in his examination that he had some, he could see where the things that triggered in his exam, like his spine didn't line up with the brain, and just the different ways of showing us where we could see that there could be a difference in where, and then I began to explain to him about the birth trauma that he had to have. He had a doctor, was about the size of Phil. He's pretty tall, big hands, and for one, my son was on the sunny side up, and they had to turn him, and then he had to plug and try to get him out. So he really went through a whole lot of trauma. But the thing is, we have seen a difference in his behavior after coming and getting different adjustment. And even with him, with his character, he's talking, he's more settled, he's more calm. He's still a little, but he's not as bad as he used to. So we definitely see improvement. And we believe that because of the fact of the examination and him seeing what was taking place from the x-rays that allow him to know how to adjust him. So we are glad to be a patient here at McPhail's.